Speaker Mike Johnson and the House's turn to get enough Republican agreement to pass the so-called Big Beautiful Bill.
You're cutting off or reducing health care for 17 million.
Who had been holding out their votes eventually got to yes. That list is starting to shrink a little bit, the members who have yet to vote. But I will run through. There are 8 Republicans who have yet to cast a vote.
How's it? Hey Moose. Welcome to Mongoose Next Hawaii, the
Hag.
the
Let me.
The channel. Always something, right? Anyways, aloha everyone. It's Thursday, July 3rd. And let's get this going on, since this is now got a new battery and it works. Oh. Yeah, just a little something. And this is supposed to be plugged in. What the hey? Excuse me. Here, I'll show you some. So I use this dongle, which has a USB-A to USB-C, and it plugs into the side of the machine here, and hopefully just so this little fan here blows a little wind for effect to make the come on,
Come back.
there. This little fan,
Sad.
just so the American flag can wave in the
Miss.
wind. It's in the wind. Yeah, 4th of July is coming up tomorrow. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna be so, I plan to be pretty low key about it. I mean, they got this big firework thing in Hawaii, because there was a huge explosion not too long back, within a year, with aerial fireworks illegally being shipped here, and somebody accumulated a whole bunch in a house, and they're shooting them off in the road right by the mailbox, like everyone does here, and it went out of control. Like the whole stockpile in their garage ignited, and all of these gigantic aerial fireworks were going off. It was boom, boom, boom right by there. So all the little aunties and kids, hey, they're out in the lawn chair gonna watch. Oh, like 3 of them died, got killed. It was a very grisly scene after too. So the governor stepped in and made a ban so there's a ban for the aerials. So they're trying to be strict about it, you know. Got the wildfire things. 4th of July, yeah, everywhere here just obsessed with fireworks. Anyway, so now a little vlog. There's no birds.
It's what we want.
Again, it's what we want. Okay, it's what we want. Yeah, that's what I did. We didn't want the birds there. Chased them away. So again, it's like day 2 again. No birds. So a good number of them got the hint. So they're doing their nesting thing elsewhere, which is pretty good for me, because right outside the window is bad.
I want to stay.
Okay, enough. And then, so I went visited Michael. We went over to the Marine Corps Air Station beach. It's just kind of rare to go to. And so yeah, he's been talking about, see that there's the news. Okay, so the big news bit is the Big Beautiful Bill, in quotes. That's what Trump calls it. President Trump calls it that.
Sister.
It's the spending bill that has like, it'll probably pop up the debt.
I was hurt.
$3 trillion over a decade. I mean, you know the stats. You must have heard this over and over. So $3 trillion. It's because they raise the ceiling and there's a spending, and they're like, oh, we can cut a couple spending things, and the spending things they want to cut is like Medicaid. So maybe 11 million to 13 million estimate will lose their medical insurance because they just made it too tough to, and you have the work requirement thing. It sounds good, but it's really not. People that really need it are not going to be able to. It's going to be. You won't be able to do all the paperwork, and you won't have it. That's not you, but like if one is in that position, would not be able to have it. So a lot of people, just millions, they estimate, are going to lose medical insurance, which is going to kind of effectuate deaths out of this. So there's somebody thinking like, people are going to die, like a lot of people, because of this thing is disconnects with the medical insurance and the health, and then there's a rate of mortality attached to that. So that's a little disturbing. And then there's gosh, there's so much to the thing. Michael was wondering, because we got cryptocurrency and we do some crypto corner thing here once in a while to talk about it, but the cryptocurrency, we're sitting on some of these alternate coins, altcoins, and we're trying to figure out what's the best way to maybe gain some money in the future with these altcoins. And we're speculating, like, what's the market gonna do? See, it's like Trump says something, we're gonna bomb Iran, and we do. Well, Iran controls some oil, like 10% oil output out that Hormuz canal, or they can choke points of oil shipment. So companies know this, so oil prices go up. Just the hint of it, the news of it, the hint of it, and the company's like, aha, I'm on it, and then jack the price, and then so things react. The tariffs, just hearing about it, the markets react. So it's going to, and then the tariffs really coming in, and the price is going to be passed on to the consumer. The burden will be passed on from the tariff to the U.S. company, from the U.S. company to the consumer. So what happened when those things really start effectuating, kicking? So there's talk, we mentioned. So there's the Federal Reserve Bank, and it has the interest rate for borrowing money, and how much credit cards, borrowing money. So that interest rate affects a lot of that credit economy that of U.S. and the world does. So it's at a certain rate. It gets a little high to slow that stuff down so people don't spend wildly. It goes down when things are better, and they regulate it intentionally to smooth out the market so it doesn't go haywire and things go wacky. So Trump's trying to twist the guy's arm, and he's saying bye-bye to the federal guy and all that stuff. But all of those things are in play. And the big, beautiful bill, or the spending bill that everyone's pulling their hair out, it went to the Senate, and it got an okay to go ahead. It got some alterations, so it goes over to the House. Stop. It goes over to the House for vote. They make a change in the Senate, it goes to the House, they got to re-vote. So they're voting on it in the House.
Blessed.
Now, it got through in the Senate because there's Trump twisting arms and talking and calling up all the people, and senators like, okay. Now it's in the it's in the Congress, but it's in the House of Representatives, and it has that 50-50 area, and now whoever is going to be the tiebreaker, is it Vice President or the Speaker of the House? I'm not sure. So I think it's Speaker of the House.
Help me.
So that guy, I keep forgetting his name. My mind is trying to protect my subconscious. Mike Johnson, Speaker of the House. So he'll be the tiebreaker, I think, but it's pretty close. So it's like if the Republicans lose 3 votes, then they lose it. Because if it loses this rule vote, and the rule vote allows it to go forward or not.
No.
So it doesn't really get voted on until it passes the rule vote. So they're on the rule vote, and it's still going on. So they're delaying the rule.
I was heard.
Text with a full spectrum of real world.
Stop. They're delaying the rule vote. Let's see if update. But right now, it's on a delay of a different kind. So they're delaying the rule vote because they... Okay, Harold and Drip. They're delaying the rule vote because if they fail that vote, it's out of there. Bye-bye. It's been defeated. But if they win the rule vote, then it continues to the big final vote, where it could be the big final actual go to Trump's desk on 4th of July, just like he wanted. So Trump's calling all those people, those senators, Republican,
She's hiding.
The Republican representatives that are not being not being kind to Trump. He's going, vote for it. So one of them flipped. One of them went this way to that way, so that's what they're trying to do. So they're delaying it until they're going back and forth.
Hello.
Now, there's a Jeffries who's delaying it. He's up there, he's a Democrat guy, and he's up there just being blah, 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 because I think they might have that tiebreaker vote area. So it's like sitting on pins and needles. You know, if you ask me, I'm thinking they're pushing so hard. The Republicans are pushing so hard on it, and Trump's working his magic, and they have millions and millions of dollars that they could put behind those guys' midterm election campaigns. They could give them money, like Elon was going to give the opposition money. So Trump's like, Elon, you curse you, Red Baron. And so there's lots of money in play. There's lots of I'll destroy your career stuff in play, and other types of behind the scene threats. And so my guess is they're pushing so hard that it'll do that tie-breaking vote, and Ding Dong Mouse Secretary,
Look inside.
Speaker of the House will decide
Goodbye.
it, and then it'll probably be passed, much to the demise of everyone. And then everyone will go, whoa! And then the truly horrible things of that bill will come to pass. Oh yeah, it's going to be bad. And then they're going to hit the repercussions of that in the midterm elections. But the tax breaks to the super wealthy will get thing. Yeah. What happens to the economy, I'm not even quite sure. But, que sera, whatever will be. Continue. Yeah, it's Hawaii news. Let's go Hawaii news. Just too long. Hawaii vacation rental. The bill remains in limbo. Yeah, they're all trying to with these little vacation houses and trying to figure out wrangling in the house. Yeah, there's so much wrangling. You better pass it, or else you'll never be a Republican ever again. Don't ever call yourself conservative if you don't toe Trump. If you're not bow down to the Trump. Okay. MLB might dump the ump. Okay. Oh, ML. For a second there, like, was this a Sean Diddy? I'm not doing the Diddy bitty. I'm just not doing it. I'm just tired of the super wealthy entertainment crowd doing crime stuff. Oh gosh. Oh, let's go back in the day. Come on, back in the day. Relax. Time to You want to relax in 1981, you just go down to Matsumoto store, get some shave ice. 81, wow, it was packed then. When July heat sizzles out of Holly Eva way, there's one remedy. Island Rice says, shave ice. Cool comfort by the cupful from Matsumoto grocery store. Hey, go for Matsumoto store, get some shave ice. And stick it down your pants. Happy Independence Day to you. Sorry. It's so hot and sticky. Oh gosh. Back in the day. Okay. Political cartoon. GP wants Medicaid cuts for billionaire tax breaks. A place for mom. Help evicted from nursing home. That's kind of sad. It's kind of true.
Closer.
It's gonna be people with the care. I'm sorry. You don't count as the Mar-a-Lago Club. What do you have here? Sacrifice human solar farms. Hawaii human solar farms.
A proposed tax destroys U.S.
Science?
Fears of a high court, giving Trump bombing nukes,
Oh, maybe this one here. Oh, let's see what this says. I don't even know.
Federal Reserve needs to learn from depression.
In 2002, the former Federal Reserve Chair Ben Bernanke gave a speech on Milton Friedman's 90th birthday about Friedman and Anna Schwartz's research.
Why is she here?
Because she did research on the Great Depression. The research concluded that the Federal Reserve, in order to curb the roaring 20s and the stock market boom, raised the interest rates and caused the 1929 stock market crash and the Great Depression. I would like to say to Milton and Anna regarding the Great Depression, you're right, we did it. We're very sorry, but thanks to you, we won't do it again, Bernanke said.
Watching.
On June 18th, President Donald Trump criticized Jerome Powell, a Fed guy, for not lowering the interest rates, which could lead to a recession. Looks like the Federal Reserve is doing it again. Everybody should watch the bond market when the government defaults on $40 trillion national debt in 2030. America will be in a worse depression than in the 1930s. Leslie Tamanaha Kailua. Sorry, Leslie, is your name Tamanaha? Okay. Thank you, Leslie, for your letter. It was very economic thing to do. Economic. Yeah, you know, they lower it, and then the spending goes, and then this economy goes wild, and then they're like, and then the stock market, they're like, oh, just pull out of that, and it goes wacko. And
This is my place.
1929 stock market crash. So now if they're forced to lower it when they probably shouldn't, because they're trying to keep the market stable, and they're forced to do it, and it could cause some wacky thing. What it really does, I'm not sure. So Jeffries is 7 hours into his speech delaying the Trump mega bill. 7 hours going, yeah, it's a crap. That's $1 trillion piece of crap. Don't vote for government. So he's kind of doing a filibuster type deal. And they're cheering and they're roaring, and it shows their support. I don't know what's going to happen now when they do actually vote. But that's all we got for today. Sorry if I make too long. Don't make too long. Gonna have happy 4th of July, so thanks for watching. Be safe. Everyone's gonna be traveling. Price of gas is cheap, so everyone's gonna be driving. Watch out for the roads. Have a good Independence Day. Maybe I do one of these tomorrow. I don't know. Aloha. Have a good one. Bye. Aloha to you.